really want to declutter. You watched so many declutter videos already, but you still haven't been able to start. It's not you. It's the declutter methods. They're just too complicated. Make 4 boxes, sort things into piles, decide on every little thing. It just feels like too much work, too overwhelming before you've even started. So today, I'm going to show you my stupidly, embarrassingly simple way of decluttering when everything feels like too much. It takes 20 minutes and you end up clearing a crazy amount of stuff. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, the rules, the traps, and then I'm going to actually do it room by room so that you see how much I end up clearing in 20 minutes. If history has taught me anything, by the time the timer goes off, I promise you will be shocked as to how much stuff you can actually clear in 20 minutes. Hey everyone, I'm Astha and I've been writing about decluttering for years now on my blog Eye of the Calm, which is a community of over 30,000 women readers. What I'm about to show you is the exact decluttering method that I use on my worst, most depleted days. So before we begin, here's what you're gonna need. A trash bag, and you're gonna need a timer of any kind. That's it. That really is it. If you want to follow along easily, I've got a free app called Trash Bag Therapy. It's got a built-in timer and a checklist. Open the app, click on the I'm doing my 20-minute sweep section. This has a 20-minute timer on top. You can start when you're ready, and below you'll be able to see different rooms that you may want to tackle in your declutter. Under each room, there are some items you can check off. Every space is different, but you can use this as a general guide or hints to know what all you can declutter. You don't have to check off everything. You don't need to download anything for this app. It just works like a website and it'll open in your browser. Just click on the link in the description and enter your details, and I'll email you the link to the app and the full PDF guide. The whole thing is free, so go grab it before you start. Here are the ground rules. Number 1, get your bag in your hand, timer set for 20 minutes, and start at the entrance of your house. Number 2, you get one room, one sweep only. You don't go back for another. Number 3, only obvious trash goes in the bag. You're not organizing, you're not trying to put things back where they belong, you're just trashing. That's it. And finally, the big one, don't think just trash. If you have to think about it, it's not obvious trash, and that's for another day. While you're doing this, 2 things are going to happen, and I want you to be ready for them. Number 1, you're going to be tempted to start organizing things. You might want to pick up something, keep it in the room where it belongs, or you might just start literally getting into organization. Try to avoid that. Don't do that. Because when you start doing that, you break your flow. Organizing stuff is for another day or maybe a second pass once you've finished your 20-minute sweep. The second thing that's going to happen is that sooner or later you might hit something you can't decide on. It might not be completely trash and it might not be something you 100% want to keep. It will be a maybe. And when you hit that maybe item, don't freeze there and start thinking about stuff. Just let it stay and you move on. The idea is to not break your momentum at all, because it's in the action where real difference is going to happen. After you've done your 20-minute sweep, you can always come back to these maybe items and decide what you want to do with them. If you still have a hard time deciding, I have a tool for this called the Let It Go tool. You can check it out. It's on the same app where the Trash Bag Therapy sweep lives. There's a second option over there. You can click on that and it takes you to the Let It Go tool. Okay, so before I even begin my sweep, I actually wanted to show you what my house looks like on a regular morning when nothing has been cleared up. I'm actually standing in my entryway right now. So this is the entryway. There's like this little storage room here. There's really not much to see. My laundry is way back there, and this is where all my packages go. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what it really looks like. This is the living room, and this is just any other morning that it's gone through. We usually have dinner here at night in front of the TV. I know it's kind of horrible, but it's just how it is. And there's lots of random things, including paper towels. I don't know why there's a tissue on the floor. This is like literally as real as it gets. Like, I haven't cleared a single piece of anything. Yeah, and there's socks on the floor, of course. This is the dining area, and this dining table really is the problem child. It is the catch-all for everything because it's so central. Of course, we also eat here sometimes, like my husband does. So he just left for work, just had his breakfast. He's, oh, nice, a banana peel. I mean, he's generally good at clearing after himself now. But yeah, I think he must have been in a hurry, and life happens. There's clothes on the floor. There's more paper towels. I don't know what we do with so many paper towels. There's a random newspaper. And I don't know what this box even is, but it is. This is the kitchen, and the kitchen is all right. I mean, there's dishes, electrolyte packets still lying open on the counter because that's what we do first thing in the morning. And coming this way, this is my husband's study, and it obviously would be really messy too. He works out here, but I'm not touching this because honestly, it's his trash, it's his problem. So I'm going there today. This is our bedroom, and like I said, just a usual peaceful morning. I feel like this treadmill has become a thing for like my gym clothes. I don't know why. That's a thing I need to dive into. There's this hanging space here, but still the treadmill gets this treatment. Of course, there's the bed. It hasn't been made yet. I'm going to get around to it. There is clutter on my nightstand, and this is the portion I'm really looking forward to clearing up. I feel like I'm going to be really happy about this. It's my cosmetics cabinet. It's full of like lots of stuff, like empties that can be cleared up. This is the washroom, and I know there's going to be stuff that I want to just chuck, which I haven't gotten around to. There, I don't know if I covered this, but this is our coffee station. There, sometimes there's stuff to throw around here, but most of it is just to kind of like put things back in place, which we're not doing today. Now, I don't know why these boxes are here, but they're here. And this way is my study. So, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty alright, but I know there's a shit ton of trash in here that we're gonna find when I open those dreaded cabinets and drawers. And there is my guest bedroom. It doesn't really get used much, but when I have his clothes all around. But yeah, other than that, this really won't have too much of trash. Yeah, so that's how my space really looks like. On a regular morning, I feel like there isn't enough of real homes on the internet. Just like there aren't enough real bodies, like there aren't real messy homes that have been lived through and a morning has happened, you know. So I just wanted to show you that before we actually get down to doing anything.
My entryway actually didn't have any trash, so I've set the timer and I'm starting with my living area. This would actually be a good time to talk about what really counts as trash, because this is where many people get tripped up. Obvious trash is basically stuff you don't have to think about before throwing. It's anything you're not using, not keeping, and honestly wouldn't miss. The dead pen, the receipt from March, the thing you've walked past 40 times and never once picked up. Basically stuff your brain already kind of knows needs to be thrown, but you never actually got around to it.
Okay, I don't know if you can see me. Maybe you can. This cookie is something my husband got, and he hasn't eaten this cookie, and I know he will not eat this cookie, but he insists on keeping this cookie because one day he shall eat it. So we will not throw this away today because we're just trying to clear up trash, not trying to get into fights. You know what I mean? Okay, I just wanted to show you how much better things just look by just taking out some amount of trash. And I haven't even kept things back in their place. Things are a little scattered because I am just focusing on clearing out obvious trash. But it just like looks so much more peaceful by just clearing out random paper shit that was on the carpet and just trash in the dining area to like just see how much clearer the table is. Just ignore this catch-all tray. I promise everything in there is useful. It just looks messy. Like there's so much stuff cleared out. You can see how much, if I can get this open, how much stuff is already, like just 2 rooms. There's a lot in there already. While I was clearing this table out, I found some random stuff that belongs in other rooms. And I just put that here on the stool. So that's what you can do. Like if things are in your way while you're doing this, I found another piece of trash. What you can do is that like just put it in one corner in one place so that you can keep them back in their place later on when you want to. What I did do, I know, a cheater bit was that there were a lot of these dishes which I just took to the kitchen because I was getting really annoyed at dishes coming in my way, and I thought the kitchen is right here, so I might just take 2 seconds to do it. We're still here. 14 minutes. I mean, that's nothing. And we haven't even done so many other areas that I know will take really long in the house. So yay!
Kitchens really are where the organization urge hits the hardest. You open a drawer and every instinct says tidy it, sort it, line it all up. And that's the trap. If I start organizing any drawer right now, I'll lose 20 minutes and I'll never make it to the rest of the house. So, trash comes out first. That's the dead battery, the takeaway menu from a place that's closed, the mystery lid with no container. Everything else can stay messy. Messy but clear is the whole goal today.
Okay, I'm not sure if you can see, but we still have 12 minutes, 35 seconds of kitchen, living room, the entryway, all done. I've just pressed pause because I'm going to change rooms and go to the other side. But we still have a lot of time left. So I just got myself some tea. I'd frozen the timer. 20 minutes as a non-stop sweep actually doesn't feel really long. I just took a short break because it was my usual tea and snack time. So nobody can deny anybody some tea. I actually am already in the bedroom. So yeah, I'm ready to get into it. My nightstand has some of the most random things. Like this time when I went to get gelato and I still have the receipt. I don't know why I have a gelato receipt. And these are like random visiting cards that I've collected, which basically are from different carpet stores when I was buying a rug. And I still am holding on to them. Maybe I'll buy a second rug. But like these are just random things that you end up collecting, and before you know it, it just becomes like an endless cycle of random things that you own. I'm pretty sure when I do want to buy a second rug, I will never be able to find these visiting cards. I have a boarding pass which is being blackened because the ink has rubbed off on itself. Okay, now we're on to my toiletry cabinet, and like I said, I was very excited about this. This is a water flosser which I broke, and I was really sad about it because I like my water flosser, and I was having a hard time letting it go because I couldn't believe I broke it. But it's gone. Just trash that I'm holding. Okay, I have this body sunscreen that I really like, but it's expired. So I think I need a new trash bag. This is getting torn apart. It's pretty full and heavy. So when I said you need a trash bag, you may need more than one. You feel like there's something just so satisfying about throwing empty bottles. And the thing is, they're the easiest win in your house, I feel, because yikes. Because you don't have to think about just chucking them. They're just things that you never got around to actually chucking. I have a lot of these hotel cosmetics that I just kept for just in case. They never get used, and they're just a waste of space. So I'm chucking most of them. Plus, I really like cologne, so I don't know why I'm holding on to it. This is a moisturizer that I hate, hence it's gone. The other thing about chucking junks and duplicates is that you end up actually focusing on what you really need, and this is what I generally use every day. It just feels so nice to have it all lined up like this. I haven't really organized it, but I've just like grouped together what I end up using every day. You know, it just feels nice to see things, some of the things you'd kind of forgotten and they'd gone at the back. Okay, we have 5 minutes left and I still have the bathroom to do. So we're gonna move to the bathroom real quick, and after that I have to quickly do my study. So let's just lock in. I've just dumped this trash bag in my basin and there's just a lot of trash here, so I'm just gonna keep dumping. So I don't know if you can see, but we have a little over 3 minutes left on the clock, and I want to use this to really clear out my study cabinet because I knew this was a problem area. I don't know how much I'm going to get done in 3 minutes, but let's just see. So this is going to be a difficult one because this has a lot of my art supplies and I've put a pause on my painting. I've talked about it in another video. But what I can throw without getting too emotional is I have a lot of these stay wet palettes that I had created when I was painting. I'm just going to throw those and call it a win. Any win is a win. An old IKEA manual. I'm pretty sure I can throw this. IKEA manuals are all over the internet. Hotel bills that I've already gotten my expenses for. McDonald's bill behind which I've made some scribbles. I don't know why. Wow, I have like my business cards when I was at Ogilvy. This must have been like 11 years ago. I'll just keep it because it's just a cute memory. It was my first senior job that I had the first time I graduated to the big girl club, I guess. So yeah, you get to decide what is trash and when you want to throw something. But yeah, the stuff you don't need to at all think about, it's the stuff that can clearly go. We did it, we did it, we did it. Feels good, feels good, feels good. Okay, so full disclosure, I wanted to do this drawer of my study cabinet. I finished the bottom cabinet, but I couldn't finish the drawer in the 20 minutes. The timer ran out, but I was kind of on a roll, so I just cleared out the drawer as well. And it feels really good because I didn't even know how much stuff I had hiding about, utter trash, which had no business being in my life or in my drawers. Yeah, and we ended up clearing like 1 and 2 of these whole trash bags. That felt really good. So I think what really works with this method is that it's just a no thinking system. You don't need a whole weekend to block out. You don't need a whole complicated challenge and various different rules to follow. All you need is any block of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever time block works for you, honestly. 20 minutes just feels like a little more efficient. You get a little more done, but it's really your call. But you just need to take out a maximum of 20 minutes at any given point in your day, and you just need a trash bag and trash things which you thought you'd one day throw. What that gives you is that instant hit of dopamine, and honestly it's really satisfying to clear out such big volumes of stuff that were of no use to you, and you didn't have to use even half a brain cell to literally throw all of this. Because the moment your brain gets involved and you have to make decision, it starts to feel like really heavy work, right? But because this is zero thinking, it's really low effort. While this system is a really great high impact surface level decluttering sprint, it doesn't include organization, it doesn't include rehoming things, and it doesn't include tackling clutter at its source. That's a video I'm working on next. I'll be sharing it with you soon and I'll link it up here somewhere on the screen. In the meantime, I'd really urge you to grab a bag, set a timer, get a playlist you love, put on a podcast you love, and just clear out trash. I promise it'll be worth your while. And if you do end up doing this, I'd love to know how it went for you. Did you clear out a lot lot of stuff, not enough stuff? Was there enough time, not enough time? What did you hate about it? What do you love about it? Anything. I'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, happy decluttering, and I'll see you in the next one.